So you can't see through it like the other one. Well, you can't see through either one of them. So it doesn't have a number system is what I mean. But you can match it up. And so what I did was I stamped it out. And I didn't follow this design piece, which probably could have helped me a little bit more because this looks a little flat in here. I don't like that. It looks so flat looking, but it's okay. It's just me working, practicing. But I use some Copic markers. I use G14 and that's the outer green. The inner green I use YG03. I don't buy a lot of the regular markers because I'm cheap. I think that's not fair to have two sizes and make you buy both. I think that they need to have one size and be cheaper. But you know, we have to make money, they have to make money, whatever. So the yellow is Y35. The outer yellow, oh that's orange, okay, because I can't see, that's orange. And then Y04 is this one, and I do have both sizes because when I go to the craft store they only have this size. When I go to the art store they have this size also. And when I buy my markers, everybody be like, oh, you should buy the sketch because they're better. They're not better, they're the same exact marker. The barrel and the child was smaller and they have less colors of these. But it's the same exact marker, same exact ink, same exact refills. This is just holds more, but it costs more. And so I'd rather fill this up 4 times than this 2 times because in the end, I'm still getting the same thing. I just don't want to pay the extra $2 just because I got to fill it up less. It makes no sense to me. Then this is the colorless blender. And what I did with the colorless blender is to make some texture. I dotted inside like that because the colorless blender does not blend, it bleaches. And so I used that, and then I used E43, and that was the outer edges. And then I colored first with the E50 to give it 2 different shades because you could tell it's a lighter version underneath that. And then I used the gray, which is it says no. It says N0, but it's really the natural gray, and I went around it to give it some definition. So I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I bring it up a little bit closer. I don't want it to be in your teeth and you can see it in your tonsils, but I put gray all around it, which gives it definition. And then I also use some of the brown to go underneath to ground the design. And then inside of that stamp set, it has the stamp saying, thank you for adding sunshine to my day. And then I use some Nouveau drops, and that's what this is. And so I will take this and I will mat it on probably some green or something. And then put it on a card and make it an actual card base. And so I just wanted to pop back in and show you that there is a stamp set. And that stamp set, if you can tell, you can cut it out just like you can cut out the base layer. And it'll leave a little room around the edge when you cut out the base, the design. So you can technically cut this out and decoupage on top of it with some of the decoupage pieces. So if I didn't like I said on the last one, I really don't care too much about this one, but I wanted to get it some dimension or something, I could use that if I, had the colors that was correct, that type of thing. I did add, if it looks like a little raindrops, I did do some, what do you call this stuff? Glossy accents type stuff, but it's from another brand. This company that went out of business, Fun Stampers Journey. This type of stuff. Back you up some. Yeah. Fun Stampers Journey stuff. And I made it look like water and all over it. I just did that because I tried to give it a little texture or whatever. So, alright. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.